9 o'clock. Call the meeting to order, this special meeting of the Griggs County Commission. Stand for pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Roll call. John.
Here.
Dale. Ron. Here. Sean is missing today and Troy's here. Okay, approval of the agenda.
Move to approve.
Been moved by Ron to approve the agenda. Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
Seconded by Dale. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Now, somebody will have to help me out here. I think we need to have a little discussion prior to going into the mediation itself. Would that be then done in executive session, you think?
I think it should be.
Or can it be public record?
If we're going to talk about any negotiation, I think that we need to have an executive session.
Okay.
I don't know if we're going to talk about negotiation, or are we just going to talk about the structure of the meeting itself?
But it will affect the outcome,
Yeah.
hopefully. But I mean, I think we're going to have a consensus of the commission before we take that direction. If that's the direction, you know, if what I've kind of came to the conclusion in my brain, if that's what everybody agrees that we should do, and I haven't talked to you guys about it, or you guys, but.
Well, I mean, does it involve negotiations, or is it the structure of the meeting that we're talking about? And what do we want? I mean, that really depends.
Well,
on whether or not we have to go into executive session.
I just have kind of taken some notes here on the way I see it.
Oh.
No, maybe that's not the way it is, but that's the way I see it.
We should go into executive session.
Okay.
Looking at what you have written down, we need to go into executive session.
So,
Okay.
Jamie, you want to state the guidelines of how we're going into executive session?
Yeah, we are going to need to go into executive session for consultation with attorney and negotiations for with the building authority in mediation on your 4404-19.1 and 4404-19.2.
I would move that we go into executive session using those provisions as State's Attorney Tennyson put forward.
Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
Seconded by Dale. Is there any discussion? Is there any discussion? Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to the vote. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. We'll call regular session back to order. Not on the agenda, of course, but
I think it's fine. That's not on the agenda. It's concerning mediation.
It has a result in
we have in front of us a mediation agreement that we should accept prior to entering into this process any further.
Sit over here, you over there. Vantage point.
So you've already stipulated that you're only going to share with them what we direct you to share with them. So if we either specifically inform the information provided during the private discussion should not be shared or disclosed. That's your stance, and you're only to take to them what we tell you to take to them? Yes.
Ron, are you reading it now?
I think I've got them all.
Oh, okay. Oh, you do have it, okay.
Yeah, I do have it
You got it, right? Mine's downloading really slow.
Dale,
Just got one day, but.
I apologize, guys. I thought this went out to everybody.
The only thing that I see, I've never seen one before, is the second paragraph. It starts out, any time the mediator may engage in separate and private meetings or discussions with the parties in the council. But here's the part that, in general, we assume that the mediator in his discretion is free to share with the opposing party any statement made or information provided during a private discussion or caucus. I think that needs to be stricken. Because we might talk about things here with the mediator that we don't want shared with them. And
Man, I think that language is contrary to what we just talked about too. That everything is confidential unless.
No, as I said, the typical approach is consistent with what's in there. I've already told you that I'm not going to follow that approach here, but if you want, I certainly have no objection to
let's put a line through it and issue.
strike the language because you're right, it is totally inconsistent. Just to expand a little bit, normally in a mediation, when I'm meeting with one party, much of what they tell me is, in effect, their talking points, information that they want to share with the other side because they want the other side to be thinking about it.
sure.
And that can go far beyond the proposal, with backup and justification for the proposal. But here we'll keep it simple.
Yeah, well, it kind of limits free thinking if everything that I say might be taken to them.
No, this is a,
If you have to talk about all the possibilities before you can determine what you want to take as an offer, and if you can't discuss the possibilities for fear of them being privy to it, then why don't we have this meeting with everybody sitting on the table, both sides?
yeah, no, I understand your concern.
John, so what you want stricken is the second sentence. In general, it will be assumed the mediator in his discretion is free to share with the opposing party any statement made or information provided during a private discussion or caucus.
That's correct. Okay. Motion to approve?
Well, I make a motion that we approve the mediation statement as amended.
Agreement.
Agreement.
Is there a second to the motion?
I would second.
Seconded by Dale. Is there any discussion? Is there any discussion? Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Okay. Any other mediation issues we want to talk about in open session?
I think you should initially
Pardon?
I think you should initially strike that one.
Dan, not anything?
Confusion?
Jamie?
He'll make a copy after everybody signs it.
Okay.
I assume I can list someone downstairs to make copies? I don't, Kelly or someone? Yeah. Yes, I need you and, that both.
Move that we recess regular session, move back into executive session.
Been moved by John that we move back into executive session. Is there a second to the motion?
I think we should outline some of the purposes of that we stated before under 4404, 19.1, and 19.2 for consultation with attorney negotiations.
So stated.
Is there a second to the motion? Seconded by Dale. Is there any discussion? Is there any discussion? Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Call the regular session back to order. Okay, we have in front of us a memorandum of agreement, which is the result of our mediation efforts today. And I believe you all had a chance to look at this document. Is this satisfactory to the commission?
Well, let's find out. I'll make a motion, we approve the document as presented.
It's been moved by John that we approve this document as presented. Is there a second to the motion?
I'll second.
Seconded by Dale. Is there any discussion? Is there any discussion? Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, I think we'll proceed to vote by a voice vote, as this could have fiscal implications on the county going forward. John?
Aye.
Dale?
Aye.
No, Ron?
No.
Troy votes aye. Motion carries. Okay, is there any other business that needs to come before this commission today?
Please.
There's one more signature.
We need, probably Jamie, I would think would be the equivalent.
I'll sign
Signature
it.
line for one lawyer, I'm sorry.
I'll sign it, and Dan, do you want to sign it too, since he's
That's
okay?
okay. If you all want to sign it, you can just draw more lines on the bottom, obviously.
Any other discussion having to do with the mediation today? Seeing none, I guess I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
I think we adjourn.
Been moved by Dale that we adjourn. Is there a second to the motion?
I'll second it.
Seconded by Ron. Is there any discussion? Is there any discussion? Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Meeting adjourned.
Next meeting?
Next meeting will be at 1 p.m. on May 6th.